Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2. This is Series 7, Episode 88. I'm JC Proton. We're picking up at turn 245. We're playing Standard Faction of Horatio on Endless Difficulty. In this episode, we are going to be invading 7 Craver star systems. We're going to be getting Tsing, Cygnus, Horolium, Pyxis, Edasir, and half. We have a 3-way colonization race going on over here at Zaines. We have an outpost along with United Empire and Lumeris. We're winning the race because we have a great big food ship here. However, the Lumeris could just choose to pull the trigger and instantly colonize it. So they may beat us on that. Or not, as they choose, basically. And then over here at DC4, which I think was Alioth before. Anyway, I went through and renamed these 3. It's under Pacific Conversion, and it's getting 4% progress per turn, but we only have 4% control. So I think, again, it's kind of a situation where if Lumeris want to, they can just take that system. So if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. If they do, then it will probably be short-lived because we'll get it back. So at this rate, like if we're able to take down something like 7 Craver systems per turn, then like in 3 more turns or something like that, there won't be any Cravers left over here. And then there are only a total of 11 United Empire systems, so those would probably go down in a couple of turns. I'm stockpiling fleet down here, getting ready to move then to these Vodjani systems. So when I have finished off the Cravers, then we're going to pull the trigger on United Empire and Vodjani. So I'll probably start positioning those fleets soon. We have Might of the Endless kicking in here soon. We're about to complete that research. We're at 139,000 per turn right now because we're not doing any urgent AI research. And it's going to take 19 turns at the current rate to complete researching everything in the entire tech tree. So, you know, we'll slowly get faster on our research as we build more research buildings and our populations go up, but then every research you research, every one that you complete increases the cost of all future research. So it's kind of a trade-off there. Anyway, let's get going here. We have a little fleet battle going on here. They got a couple of damaged butchers and a leader, an admiral. So we'll go ahead and do that quick little fight. It's they don't really stand much of a chance. They've got 7,500 attack power and about 20,000 hit points. And by comparison, we have 41,000 attack power and 250,000 hit points. So we're gonna, excuse me, we're gonna smash them, of course. I guess I'll do repair and recover just because I want to make sure that I don't have damage on my ships at the end of the fight. So I guess we'll just throw everything into one lane. And this is a Carrier 2 and a Carrier 2. So these are not the upgraded Carrier 3 designs with the super Orichalcix armor. We haven't gotten everything upgraded yet. So it'll happen, but not yet. So let's watch and see them go boom. I think I'll watch it 2 times, once for cinematic view, and then the second time through will be the tactical scan view. fighters and bombers coming back. Let's see how the math was on that. Without missed shots, it was mostly beams. Okay, I don't see any fighter or bomber damage. I guess maybe they didn't get there in time. So they're using rail guns to bypass our defenses. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like maybe our bombers and fighters didn't even get there in time to do any damage before we'd already blown up the enemy fleets. Alright, free camera, scan mode. Wow. Yeah, they got blown up. Yeah, and then they're turning around. Yep, the battle was over before the fighters and bombers could even arrive. Okay. Alright, we finished this quest here. Construct 2 attacker ships so the young Cravers can, you know, happily go be at battle or something. That's these guys right here. So we'll send them on their way here. So off screen, I already moved a few population around. I went through the build queues. Let me show you the stuff we built. Let's see here. So it's mostly a bunch of siege ships and carriers. As you can see, zipping through here. Lots and lots and lots of them. A little bit of terraforming at some of the newer systems. Building some autonomous administration. And a little bit more terraforming. Those are the 2 I was talking about for the quest. And then some more autonomous administration, upgrading population Cravers into Horatio. This guy, he's queued up an autonomous administration. And that's basically everything. Other stuff, let's see, yeah, population grew. Still challenging feeding the population when they're very unhappy and the planets are depleted, so we're having some of them starve to death, unfortunately. And that's a pretty good offer right there, right? 350 gigalattice. We're not going to take them up on it quite yet, but we're getting close. We're getting close. 350 gigalattice is worth... what's that, 1900? Roughly? Times 350. Face value, 665,000 dust. As you sell it, the value goes down, so... actual value probably more like 500,000, but still, it's 500,000 dust, bro. That's not nothing. You can see I did a little buying and selling here. So this is the buying and selling that happened this turn. I sold, like usual, about 10% of my stockpile of most of these resources here to free up some cash. And then I bought 50 titanium and 25 quaternics and orichalcics because the prices were starting to come down. were. And let's see here. So let's go ahead and get some conquering going on here. So we're going to do Tsing, Cygnus, Eta, Horolium, Pyxis, Edasir, and half. So I've off camera I moved my fleets up, and then after we finish this recording, I'll continue moving fleets around and stuff like that off camera, and then we'll probably reconvene again in turn 246. And I guess I guess the battles all look the same, essentially, right? So I guess maybe I'll show one and then just skip them. So it's going to be Guerrilla. And let me lower the volume because it's always really loud on the ground battles. Okay. Five population. We'll go ahead and occupy. 3 improvements were destroyed. They drafted. And we got it. And this is what it looks like. Pretty nice system. So Patriot pills can go and exotic rations can go. See, they have a level 2 modernization and a level 3 modernization already. Cool. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing here at Cygnus. And I guess we can skip watching it. We'll just zip through them here. Okay, not too bad on the destruction. Okay, a scarred combat zone. What do we got there? Ground battle remains. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Okay. And then Eta is also ready. We'll do Gorilla. We have these reserves. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad on the destruction. They drafted. Low population. 14 improvements. Still pretty decent. No man's land. Ground battle remains. And let's see, what do we have here? Pretty good. Okay, Horolium. That one's ready. It's at 3 defenders. Going guerrilla style. There are 6 unfallen on this planet. We're going to start getting some unfallen populations here. Cool. Okay. So any of these systems that are only level 2, I'll tend to probably be doing an upgrade sooner rather than later, to at least get them to level 3. Okay, let's see. Pyxis. Pyxis is ready. 0 defenders left. Okay, we'll go. That's a pretty good system, man. It's got adamantium. Yeah, devastated no man's land. Cool. Ground battle remains. "27 improvements, 18 Cravers, and 2 Guardians, and 9 Calgaros. Wow, cloud seeding swarms, that's in a pretty expensive improvement. He's only level 2. So the cloud seeding swarms is this. Oh, that's not too bad. I was thinking it was this one. The one that costs 25. Whatchamacallits. 25 quadronics. Yeah, that's just this one, which isn't really that big of a deal. Okay. Sorry with all the coughing and sneezing and all that stuff. I think maybe I'm going to make this one a shorter recording than I've been doing lately. These are really, really big turns with a lot going on. And these recordings could easily go for hours. They just drag on, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So let's see. Edasir is at 0 defenders, so we'll go ahead and invade. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, it seems like our troops are now strong enough. We really don't need invaders to help us out anymore. Okay, Edasir has one population. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, not much here. Not much here. Okay. And the last one is half, right? The last one is going to be half. And we're at what? 0 troops. All right, let's do it. 7,400 troops in reserve. There we go. That's what I want to look at. Oh, it's just one planet. Okay, so that's all the invading. Excuse me. So we'll see how this goes. We may get Zaines. We may lose DC4. We may lose Zaines as well, depending if the Lumeris decide to pull the trigger and just buy it, which is what they do. They just buy stuff. Quadus and ESO are being fed from Tor and I think BB. And that's all going fine and dandy. You see we still have more siege fleets on their way over here. And you can see we're already rolling. So now all of the siege fleets I'm building, I'm consolidating here in preparation for, phase 2 of our galactic conquest, where we go to war with the Vodiani and the United Empire. So we're going to kick that off as soon as we wrap up with the Cravers, which I think will take probably, I'm thinking 3 turns, maybe more, maybe a little bit longer. And Cravers have one legit fleet still, 25,000. Lumeris have a fleet heading over that's pretty real. It's 15,000 attack. United Empire does have some fleet. That one's 13,000. That one's 12,000, 13,000. So he's got a little bit of fleet happening. Nothing too scary as far as we're concerned. He's got a fleet over here sieging at Zarak. 14,000. So he's doing the slow motion siege. And yeah, everybody else is pretty much just chilling out. The Riftborn are still just kind of hanging out. And I haven't really been paying attention too much to what's going on. There's a little more fleet happening down here now. We'll see what happens. But we'll be at war with... I'm thinking it's going to be... I don't think we're going to see the next election. So we just had the election 5 turns ago. I think we will have conquered the whole galaxy within the next 35 turns. Maybe more like 20 or 25 more turns. We'll see how fast we can go. So let's see. Let me go real quick over the approval mechanic. So you can see how many of these new colony rules are stacking. and they each have different timer based on how recently. So like I just added 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one's plus 10, and then before that I have a plus 25 for 9 turns. I have 3 of those, and then previous to that I have one running for 6 more turns. So you can see as we keep going, even though we are at, let's see, what's our system count? We're at 53 of 51. We're at minus 20 approval because of overcolonization. Overcolonization's minus 20, but we're at plus 275 from recently colonized systems. So we're going to ride that wave of approval and just basically expand as fast as we can. As you can see, we are still building siege ships and carriers. We have sentries queued up, siege ships and carriers, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. So this is where we're stacking up siege ships here, and we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 4 is 48. 51 siege ships here in the hangar at AI right now. So that's, one siege fleet essentially. That'll take down one system with like about 1,250 defense. That'll siege that down to 0 in about 1 turn. All right, well that's mostly the stuff I had to show you guys. That's mostly what we had to go over. Following this, I'll adjust these build queues and rename these systems. It's going to be CB, CC, CD, CE, CF, CG, and this one's going to be DF probably. So, naming convention, this is the A area, this is going to be the B area, this is going to be the C area, something like that. D is going to run from here down to about here, so that's going to be D. Not sure what E is. Maybe this is E, or maybe this will be E, and maybe this down here, the Vodiani area, this will be F to about like here or so, something like that would be F. Then we'll have like a G and an H and a whatever. We'll have different areas as we roll through here and just conquer everything, man. We'll paint the whole map green. We'll beautify everything. We'll beautify all of the systems, all the planets in the galaxy, and we'll beautify the populations as well, converting them into Horatios. Because who wouldn't want to be Horatio, right? After all, it's the most perfect race in the galaxy, right? At least according to Horatio. My trade routes. My trade routes are rocking, bro. We're getting about 90, 91, I guess, blue cap just from trade routes alone. So that's pretty strong. Let's take a quick peek at the. Let's sort by industry, and then we'll look at the colony status. Anything that's a 2, probably going to bump to a 3 before I look at 3s. So 3s I promote to 4 based on their industrial output. So like I want to upgrade CA, and he'd quickly be able to build an autonomous administration. But I think it's more important to get the 2s upgraded to 3s. So like Pyxis and Horolium. DE I've already got upgrading. Cygnus needs it. DC's already upgrading. And then you can see Edasir, Hath, Eta. Those all need upgrades as well. So we're going to be doing those. They're really low on their industry. So we may also off camera, start shipping some Horatio populations to those systems to help them start growing. I'll have to. It's very much with the micromanaginess of it, but sending populations from here over to here, maybe from DA, sending some populations in. Not super sure, and could probably send some populations from here over up to here. That's some stuff that could happen. So probably do that off camera. I'll set up these build queues for resources and all that stuff as well off camera, and move fleets around. We'll advance. Now that these have been captured, then we have lots of siege ships available to move around. So we'll move them up and increase the rate of siege on these systems over here, and try to get it set up to where we can take them down next turn, as many of them as we can, and we'll move. Also, the battle fleets will advance, and then the ones that are already here in these systems will advance forward and try to get battle fleets in positions and start sieging the next wave. And yeah, hopefully within just a few turns we'll take down all of the Craver systems, and we'll be able to put the Cravers into the rear view mirror. They simply won't exist as an empire any longer. So that's where we're headed. So next time we come back, it'll be probably turn 246, and I should have moved all those ships around and got these build queues set up, and we'll be ready to do another wave of invading. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.